Welcome to the stream, guys. Happy 2022.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
Happy 2022.
Happy to be back.
It's been a hot minute since we've played Rogue Scholars for you. And by
been like
played, I mean
2 weeks.
streamed or done a podcast. It's been a whole year, and I don't mean that like the joke, like it's been like a couple days and it's the new year and haha. It's been literally like I think our last stream was the end of December 2020 for Rogue Scholars. So let's go back to the old times.
It's a busy year.
I'm the Wombat of Doom.
I'm Big Kerbo. I forgot I was second.
I'm Trillian Spears. I forgot about this whole thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit! Is it me? Line.
So we're here today to talk about our 2021 experience, games we've played, games we're looking forward to in 2022, and from there unpack all that, I guess.
Yup.
So hi guys.
What's up?
We all look a little different than our last stream.
Do I? Oh, I feel like I've.
Well,
changed
yeah,
that much. Maybe I do.
Kirby, I mean, probably hasn't changed
I feel
much.
like I look the
but,
same.
I've got this luxurious like mane now.
I guess
Oh,
I'm in a new place that you can't really tell I'm in a new apartment because I'm with my gang here. I'm with the
Yeah, it
fam
looks like
thieves.
you're chained up with some people there. Can you explain
Yeah,
this?
yeah, we all chained up. They found me on the street randomly, just threw chains at me. So I'm in the squad. Oh, where's my mask? It's not here. It's in the other room. Oh well.
Who are these dudes behind you? Who's that one chick that's... I don't know that one that's...
You don't need to know who she is. You don't need to know who she is. I'm ready. I'm ready now. Oh. How am I gonna? Yep.
Oh
Can
jeez.
you sing You Never Saw It Coming?
Never saw
You
it
never saw it
coming.
That's how it goes. And then we all jump on you and all unleash your true form.
Oh my
I'm
god.
not getting any of these references because I haven't
No,
played.
It's
Persona.
okay.
You don't
will-
want to get them.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You want Persona.
Hey Tay, welcome in. So yeah, we're gonna be talking about games that we've played in 2021. We'll start with that first.
Sure.
So I guess who'd like to present their games first?
I don't know. We can either go in the same order, or it's you, me, Trell, or I can.
I
start
usually
from the
went
left.
last back in the day.
Okay, throw me up there then.
All right. So Kirby
Here, look at my-
has an
Should be
overwhelming
text all over the
list.
screen.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, yeah, please just fill up the whole screen with my games. I
We
play a
should
lot
make
of
Kirby
games.
do a PowerPoint so we can just hear like next slide please.
No, oh yeah, yeah. I'll have a little slide of my
20
favorite
times.
moments of the game.
So Kirby
It
has
was a-
done 80 games.
80 games. I put. And I just want to say, Candace the Bebe was my last game of the year, and I don't think there's a better way to end out 2021 other than
Yeah.
Candace the Bebe's incredibly trick lifestyle.
The baby.
Is it the Bebe or the BB?
I said the Bebe. She says it in the game, but I wasn't paying enough attention. So I'll just do the usual. I'll do my favorites, my least favorites, and any surprise hits. So favorites were probably It Takes Two, Ratchet and
That was a really good
Clank, and Resident Evil. Oh, and Obra Dinn. Those four were probably my favorites. It Takes Two is phenomenal. Probably my favorite co-op experience. I know, Trell, you just played that with Kayla. I had a lot of fun with it. It was super
Mhm.
good. It has
I
a
can
good
see why
mix
I got-
of... What was
I
that?
can see why I got Game of the Year easy.
Right? It was so good. I mean,
really
it has
wanted to play
just
that, but I didn't
super
have
fun
anyone to play
levels. You
with.
have to one bet. It has some of the best levels, some incredibly just fun and creative.
Mhm.
It has these really fun mini games if you want to be annoying and competitive to whoever you're playing with. And the story's not too
Yep.
bad.
Yeah.
That game was great. I mean, I just love Ratchet and Clank, so Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was a great game and one of the better games to showcase the PS5. Resident Evil Village was I didn't think I would like it that much because I wasn't a huge fan of Resident Evil 7. I liked it, but I didn't love it. But I did love Resident Evil Village. I thought it took a lot of the fun horror and whatnot from Resident Evil 7, but added much better level design, and I just like the sort of medieval theme.
Mhm.
And then Return of the Obra Dinn is probably the best detective game I've ever played because it doesn't really give you any hint. So it takes like the Dark Souls approach of like you get nothing. It just says if you don't know, you're an insurance dude on a boat, and like there's like 60 people or something who are all dead, and you have to figure out who was who using just sort of deduction. And it was phenomenal. It was such a good experience. I loved Obra Dinn. So
A
those
friend
are
of
my
mine
favorite
got
games.
that game for me, but
Mm.
I was thinking about playing it during puzzle year of the
Yep.
puzzle, but I didn't get around to it. So
I get it.
Well, not only that, but,
about that.
but I kind of left it in your hands what I played, and that didn't always.
I know.
Yeah.
You
Somebody
should
screws
definitely.
that up.
No, 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 no. That ain't on me. Do not say I did
Just
not
hogging all the good games for yourself. I see how it is.
Actually, I need that one for me. Um, Worst games were probably okay. One I knew was gonna be bad, but was so bad was Resident Evil 6. Also played that co-op. It's just so from Resident Evil Village or 8 being one of the best games of the year, and then Resident Evil 6 being one of the worst games I played this year. I just think is really fun. I just love how they're on the opposite ends of the spectrum. But the story sucks. The combat sucks. You get it from like 3 different perspectives, but there's so much overlap. It's like playing the exact same game 3 times in a lot of ways. And besides the janky bullshit that sometimes happens with your co-op partner, there's not much redeeming. It's just very bland and boring. So I didn't like Resident Evil 6.
That one's notoriously the worst, right?
Oh yeah, it's the worst. Like, Resident
Okay.
Evil 5 is funny, but Resident Evil 6 is just bad. And then Paper Mario, the Origami King sucked. I didn't. Well, no, that's not fair.
He
It
didn't
didn't
like
suck, but it sucked as a Paper Mario game. It's not turn-based. You play on this annoying ass puzzle ring battle system. The game is pretty. The world is pretty, but I hate the combat and I didn't like the story. And I just love Paper Mario. If I didn't love Paper Mario, it probably would have been like a 7, maybe. But instead, it got a 4.5 because I do like Paper Mario, and I was mad about that.
What's Portal Reloaded?
So that's a good question. It's a fan-made mod of Portal 2 where they add a third feature of the portal gun where it's just a green portal that lets you travel between time. So like the past and the future. You don't choose the time. It's just either old when the facility is like so in the future when the facility is shut down it doesn't work. So like some functions no longer work, and then the past where it is still functioning, and you have to sort of use that in conjunction with the original portals.
That's cool.
Yeah, that game's very good. I was actually about to comment on that for one of my surprise hits
Oh.
because I knew I would like it, but I didn't think I'd love it as much as I did. But Portal Reloaded is very fun, and it's free. So I think you have to have
Nice.
Portal 2, but if you have Portal 2, it's free at the very least. So
Yeah.
that game, super good. Quick shout out to probably Everhood, which is somewhere on there. It's an indie game. It's sort of like Guitar Hero and Undertale, people will describe it as, but it has one of the best soundtracks of any games I played this year. I'd highly recommend that. It's pretty much a boss game where you walk around a bit, talk to people, then you fight a boss in this interesting Guitar Hero format. Everhood was fantastic.
What's the name of that one? The Guitar Hero one?
Everhood.
Okay, I don't think I heard of that.
It's super good. I loved it. I think you'd like it too, actually. And then let's see. I'm not gonna shout out that game. I'll just give one more game. For like surprisingly, I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. Persona 5 Strikers. I love the story of Persona 5, but I fucking hate hack and slash combat. It's so boring. Like Persona 5 Royal was like a 10 for me. Persona 5 Strikers was a 7, which is still good.
What's Persona
But-
5 Royal?
Wait, what was that?
Oh, you mean Persona 5
Oh,
Royale?
I'm sorry, Royale
Oh.
with cheese. Royale with cheese. My bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, Royale with Cheese was phenomenal. One of my favorite games. Persona 5 Strikers had a fun story because it continued off of Royale with Cheese, but hack and slash is so fucking boring. And I was a bit disappointed because I hate hack and slash. I thought I could push through it. But other than that, overall, a lot of good games. Real quick, what's the average? The average score for this year was 7.75. But overall, I think it was a good year for gaming, both in quantity and quality. And yeah, I'll let someone else take the floor.
You said
I-
you go last, so I go.
Yeah, but before you go, Trell, I do have a few more questions about your games, Kirby.
Yo, what's up?
All right, so, let's see. How was Cave Story?
Oh shit, that was this year. Cave Story was fun. I feel like I would have liked it. Like, it's a bit dated now, in my opinion. And the music is great, and I think sort of the sound effects are great. Like the audio design of the game is really good, and I like the music. Some parts of the game I think are just kind of boring or tedious, where you have to do a lot of backtracking, and I didn't really enjoy that. That being said, I also have to recognize this game was made by one person, and it was one of the earliest indie games
Oh,
that
wow.
were popular, or I guess successful indie games that were made. So I have to give it credit for that. But the combat was fun. Parts of it are a bit janky with a lot of backtracking, which is just time consuming. But the bosses are pretty fun. The music is great, and it has some charm to it. Overall, I gave it a 7.
Okay. I see you also played a lot of retro games this year. You got Okami on there. You got
Yeah.
Fable.
That's primarily due. Well, there's two parts of that. One, my challenge that I completely dropped was gaming through the year, where I was going to play games from the year I was born, 1992, up till 2021. I stopped somewhere around 2005 because I got bored and it kept making me play games I didn't really care to play. I was only doing it to fulfill the challenge, so I dropped it. But anyway, some of the games, like you said, Okami, there's Donkey Kong Country on there,
Yeah.
Star Fox, a game called Comic Zone. Those were part of the challenge. Fable was not part of the challenge, though I suppose it could have been. I played Fable because I had never played any Fable game before, and okay, old man, talking to Trell there. Anyway,
Senpai? Senpai, thanks.
Senpai, yeah. I played Fable because I really want to get around to playing games that are, generally considered classics or sometimes masterpieces that I never got around to playing. So that can include things
What
like.
did you think of it?
I liked it quite a bit. I didn't love it, but I gave it a 7.5. I thought it was a really good game.
Okay.
I really liked how free it was. I could definitely tell back in the day when RPGs weren't as fully fleshed out. The fact that there are so many options in how you can interact with people, from stealing from them and making them mad. You can get married, which I thought was cool. There was a door. There are these things in the game called demon doors, for those of you who don't know, where you have to fulfill certain requirements for them to open. And one demon door told me I wasn't buff enough, I wasn't ripped to enter, so he told me to go eat a shit ton of protein and come back. I was like, oh, okay. So that was cool. One guy told me I had to disguise myself as someone to go in there. There was this really cool bow I got. Minor spoilers incoming, I guess, where I had to bring a bunch of these people to some shrine and sacrifice them all before a certain time, and you get an evil bow. So I thought the way you unlock items and the freedom and stuff that you have to explore and sort of make choices was actually a lot of fun. So I thought that was really good. My main complaints were that I thought the combat was very simple, which I mean is fair. It's an older game, so sometimes I got sort of bored with my button mashing approach. But overall, I thought it was good, and I can see what it had going for it back in the day.
I think combat, it stays simple pretty much throughout Fable, but I could be wrong about that. I played Fable 1, Fable 1 The Lost Chapters, which added some stuff. I don't know which one you played.
I put Anniversary Edition. I don't really know how that plays in.
Was there a big wing thing at the end of it?
A big wing thing? Maybe?
A big winged thing. I'm trying not to name drop anything.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, then you didn't play the Lost Chapters.
Not playing the Kinect version.
Fable 1 and 2 are probably the best of the series. Fable 3, I heard, is not as great.
That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard.
The Kinect was the best version.
There was a Kinect version?
I put Fable Kinect.
I think there was a Kinect spin-off game. I don't think it was a full-on Fable game. Maybe I'm lying. Hold on. Fable Kinect.
I saw one other so Deathloop got an award this year.
Yeah.
Did it live up to the hype?
Oh, I loved it. I gave it an 8.5. I thought it was an amazing game. The story was honestly good. I thought it had some really interesting and fun mechanics with how it plays in the time loop. And sort of I'm not going to say it's not as good as Outer Wilds, Wombat, you understand, but learning sort of about the world, how the game works as you go and reset, it sort of brought that feeling back in a lesser sense than Outer Wilds, but still gave me a fun sense of exploration, understanding more of the game mechanics, different way to approach things. And beyond that, the gunplay and the powers were a lot of fun. The voice actors were great. The characters were fun to hear them just ramble on about shit. They would shit talk each other because they keep seeing each other and whatnot. And there are quite a few secrets and sort of different puzzles you can find for different either items, accessories, powers, stuff like that. So
cool.
I thought it was really good.
Nice. All right, so taking off Kirby's list, let's go on the Trell's. Trell's background makes his document a little harder to read. If it was his normal background, it would have been fine, but whatever. It's fine.
Let's see what's on here. Is that it? It doesn't even go above my Oh my god, that's really bad. What's worth calling out? I got a shout out to my game Dead Rising 3.
Dead Rising 3. I should have shouted that out.
That is one of the most. It's the best game in gaming.
It is the best game in gaming. That's true.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. You're not Frank West. Anyway,
know.
it's not my list.
But that, for your Frank West, so we got to get to that one.
Yeah,
I
we'll
still
put
got
him
I
up
still got to
there.
revisit Dead Rising 3. There's so many games I start and then I don't actually finish like any DLC or something like that. So that's one of the games I got to go back and
He did the
finish the
one-off
DLC.
stream of the DLC. I remember that.
Yeah, it was because like I was going through like a section where like I was kept getting like dropping frames for like a whole week or two. So I
That's
was like,
right.
screw
I
this, I'm
forgot
just
about
gonna
the frame drop saga, the frame drop story arc of Trell Senpai streams.
So, like, I started the DLC of Dead Rising 3. I need to go back and finish it. Nothing probably worth streaming though, just because it's gonna be
Yeah,
like,
sure.
screw around with. Demon Souls, I freaking loved. It was fantastic. Doom, I'm always a fan of doing a playthrough of Doom. They're always fun, either bad or good. Fury, that was one that you dropped on me.
Yeah, that was the Rogue Scholars Challenge for you this year.
That's right. That's right. That was the Rogue Scholar Challenge. It's a good thing we all did our honorable duty and did the Rogue Scholar games that we're supposed to do, right, Wombat?
Yeah, I really enjoyed Light Matter. I mean, what'd you think of Puss?
I
we'll get there.
I
It's
think
not
we
your
were gonna
list
get
yet.
there. Yeah.
Fury was a banger, dude. Like the music, the bosses, it was
The
fantastic.
music. I can't remember the music of the Mercy fighter. It was pretty much Mercy. I can't remember her name, but
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was so good. Like I enjoyed that way too much. It, like
so good.
even so much that I think I bought like the DLC right there and then on stream. And
You
I
did,
was-
yeah, that's right. You beat it, and then you bought the DLC immediately and gave us some bonus content.
Yeah, and I think I beat one of the bosses, and one of the other bosses was just like gonna be insanely hard. I was like, no, this isn't happening.
Yup.
Horizon Zero Dawn, Age of Calamity were both kind of like, what else?
What about Fort? Can we comment on Fort Hatno real quick? Can we talk about?
Oh my god, dude! Oh man, Wombat, if you ever get around to
It's
playing Age of Calamity,
Hateno, first of all.
Hateno? Thank you. Sorry, I didn't know, but it's a really good place to visit. Is the point?
no, Fort Hate is the how I.
I'm
Fort
looking
Hate.
forward to getting there so I can see what it actually looked like back in the day.
Oh, it's a really good place to see.
That was the only part of the game. I like the story. I like seeing things like in like 100 years ago type
Like
thing.
Hyrule Castletown actually being whole,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
It was cool to see that stuff. That was the only thing that really kept me going. Everything else, I was like, oh, please just end the game. Luigi's Mansion 3 was really good. It stumped me probably more than it should have for a child's game. I always enjoyed doing the dark picture games with you, Kirby. Little Hope was
Oh my
freaking
god, that was
awesome.
so fun! I can't wait for House of Ashes.
Even though the curator cheated and
He fucking cheated. He won a bullshit technicality. It wasn't even real. He's so full of shit.
last minute just like hacked the Matrix and just stole
He
the win.
did.
Listen,
put on
listen.
He put us hack the mainframe playlist and he hacked us.
I don't. You say what you will about the curator screwing you guys over, but he fucking locked the game out for me.
That's
so.
actually true. He
Broke
really
the
didn't want to
game.
lose again.
Excuse me. New Pokemon Snap was good. Is probably
liked
what
it.
you expect. You're not gonna get like the best game of gaming, but it definitely was a fun time.
Now, did it have the best camera in gaming?
the best
or no?
camera in gaming?
Best camera in gaming.
Man, I would have to say like the best Dark Souls game was definitely Demon Souls. Avi was made by
Sure.
the masters themselves, but
Yup.
Mortal Shell and Remnant both were pretty fun. I had fun doing them. Mortal Shell probably not. I had more fun than probably deserved. That game turned out being a lot easier than I thought. From playing the demo back in the day, I was like, oh man, this is going to be insanely hard because I thought it was all going to be about the parries. But if you just don't worry about parries, freaking easy.
Sometimes.
Yo,
Yeah, dude-
what's going on, Weezer?
Yeah, she's back. She's trying to figure out the camera can see her. It can sometimes see you because I got my Persona 5
She's
background
kind of
on,
like
so
a
sometimes it can
ghost.
see you.
Yeah.
She's gonna be like army crawling on the ground now.
Yeah, it is. Or no, right? But yeah, I know what you mean. Like, Mortal Shell was like molasses slow. Is what I would say. It was so slow.
Yep.
But I mean, it was funny. It was fun to watch. I'm glad I got to watch you play it. I don't know if I'll ever play it myself, but
Yeah,
I would
caught
love
a
to
couple
see that
streams.
studio. I would love to see that studio try again.
oh, me too. I would play a sequel. They seem like they had a solid foundation. They seem to work
Mhm.
on the mechanics and polish a little bit. I would happily be very interested in whatever they make next.
Yeah, it's like they were throwing underhand and now they need to throw the curveball.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Like,
give
all
me
right, they're a
give me something
pitcher.
real.
Let's see what you can pitch. Got it.
The Secret Santa game was Ori. That was pretty good. I don't think
Yeah.
it lived up to the hype for me. I'm glad I played it, and I probably would play the second one. Was it the Will of the Wisps? The second
Will
one?
the Wisp. I want to play that too. Hopefully, in that game, they don't give you upgrades to an ability you can't get until you pretty much beat the game. But
Oh my
talking about Dash, by the way.
god, so bad. It honestly was a fun game, and it just again it's kind of similar to Horizon Zero Dawn. Just didn't live up to the hype for me. Maybe I just played it too late or something. But
Yeah, I get it.
um, Silent Hill 3 was the jankiest jank of all jank. And
Dude, the sound effect.
no, wait, I take that back because I just saw the one afterwards. Skyward Sword
Oh my
definitely was
God.
the jankiest
I can't believe
jank of all
Skyward
jank.
Sword was in 2021. Like that
Yeah, I
feels like
know.
2020.
It was cancer.
It's forever
What?
ago.
So good.
So bad. So yeah, all in all, I'd probably say that my gaming for 2021 was more detrimental to my brain than enjoyable. But there you go. We had some bangers in there too. So
Yeah, cool. All right, so that's you kind of went over every single one because you had a smaller list, so I don't really have many questions for you. I guess you guys both played It Takes Two. I think this is gonna be the
So good.
first year where where all three of us didn't play one game at the same time.
It was the first year. What was it? 2019. We all played Hollow Knight, or was it 2020? I don't remember when I played Hollow Knight anymore. But we all played Hollow Knight in the same year, which was fun. And Sekiro.
Mm-hmm. It Takes Two was so fun.
It's so
I played
good.
a little bit on stream, and then like Kayla and I just finished it off stream, and it was super enjoyable. Especially if you have just someone to play with or something like that, just go through it and
Oh, for sure.
do all the little like mini challenges, like you were saying, Kirby. Just make it kind of like competitive and
You have to a little bit. It's like, okay, and then you gotta keep track, keep score.
it's good.
My HelloFresh just arrived at the front door. Can I take like a minute to go grab it so nobody steals it?
No.
Yeah. Actually, it has installation. It'll stay good
No,
as
it's
long as
yes.
no one steals it. As long as no one steals it.
that's what I said, so no one steals it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't want to get your Hello Fresh stolen.
They're like free food, sweet.
Oh, yeah, right. Oh man, what was I gonna say? I was thinking something when we go through your list. Dude, Dead Rising 3. I just want to shout out Lusty Dylan or whatever his name was.
Oh my god. Forget about Lusty Dylan, dude.
And I'm just wondering. I know that people always say Dead Rising 4 is the worst, but can it keep up the ridiculousness of the previous games? I don't know.
What's
some-
like I always take those comments about Dead Rising with a grain of salt because it's kind of like, are they saying it like in this fact that they actually think that the first three were legitimately good games?
Right. Right.
I got beef with you with that, but like I always take on any Dead Rising game is like, oh, this is gonna be a fuck show.
Yeah, it's like when you go into, you're gonna watch, some shitty horror movie or whatever. You're like, I'm going into this. I just want it to be stupid. And right, I want Frank West to be out there telling me he's covered wars. I want janky enemies. I want the jankiest last boss you can give me,
Oh my god.
like Blocky Brocky. Who's the last boss in Dead Rising 3? I don't remember who it was. What did you do? I don't remember.
Was it?
I look it up.
Wasn't there like a big like compound that I had to go infiltrate or something?
I remember this wasn't the last boss, but there was that one boss with the mechanical arms, and everything was on fire and burning, and you kept getting put into the fire. And
Oh
that
man,
was
that was a
good.
bad one. The
That was
mechanical
really-
arms dude was bad. Didn't you have trouble with that too?
Oh, I had a lot of trouble. I was pissed. Like, I stopped streaming because I had a bug where after I beat them, the boxes wouldn't move, so I had to reset. I was so mad.
Perfect.
Dead Rising.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Wombat, welcome back.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so for me, my theme for the year for 2021 was the year of the puzzle, and I spent the year going through puzzles that both Kirby made for me to figure out what game I was playing next.
I never
Or-
got to do the finale. I might still want to do that at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
I still have that planned out.
Okay,
So,
that'd be cool. So if you guys
Anyway.
didn't know, last year or like 2020, I did a ABC challenge, and that was like I kind of started everybody out on doing challenges, I guess.
it was fun.
Yeah. So that one, the year before in 2020, I ended up playing 40 games. 20 I completed and 20 I beat. So 2020 for 2020, it was pretty cool. This year, I went back to my old stomping grounds of not playing as many games throughout the year. I know in 2018 I played 8 games, and then 2019 I played 9 games. And in true fashion, I think I played 10 games this year. Let's see. Yep, 10 games. So I'm back to my ramping up by 1 game each year. So my Secret Santa game from last year was Antichamber, which was actually really a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, where's Puss? I don't see Puss on here. What's going on here?
We're getting to that after this one.
Okay,
Chuck,
for sure,
so,
for sure.
Curse of Monkey Island was one of the puzzle games that Kirby gave to me, and I liked the style. It was a little like the puzzles were a little random, and therefore a little bit harder to figure out. But I still really enjoyed it, and there was a lot of cool references to other puzzle games like King's Quest and things like that. Speaking of King's Quest, I played King's Quest V, which is a game I played back when I was a kid, and it was really fun to refresh and revisit that. It was kind of my retro game for the year. Little Nightmares 2 is probably the one that I was looking forward to the most this year, or this past year, because I knew it was coming out. It was really good. I really liked it. I know Trell didn't play it yet. Kirby, did you end up getting to
I
play
did
it?
not. So I was going
Okay.
to ask, did you like it more than the original? Because it's
I
still
liked
on my. I was going to play
the
this
same
season, but I didn't
amount,
get to it.
probably.
Same amount. Okay, that's
Yeah.
totally fair. 'Cause I like the first one quite a bit. So
Yeah,
Of course, I never played it because I was really looking forward to it. I just didn't touch it.
good
right.
thing you played Silent Hill 3 though. That was
Dude.
good.
Yeah, Little Nightmares 2 was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. There's one boss in there that I love the most, and it was really good. I'm looking
Ooh,
forward.
okay.
If there's a DLC in there, I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I really want to play that. That will almost definitely be in spooky season this year, unless some kind of crazy good horror games come out between now and then. It'll have to be spooky season this year.
I'm honestly glad that I didn't wait. I'm glad I played it when it came
you
out.
just played it. Okay, yeah.
I played every single Myst that there is, which was a fun little kick to go down, just to see the story in chronological order. That's another.
Is there an actual story in that game?
Oh yeah, there's a story. There's a big story.
Okay.
But yeah, all 5 Mysts in order. It was neat to revisit the first game, and the second game I never beat, but I had played.
Okay.
And then 3, 4, and 5 were completely fresh. Yeah, neat puzzles, neat games. There was a community too. Like a lot of people came in that were like that only watch Myst, which was really interesting.
We're dedicated Myst viewers here.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then last but not least, Outer Wilds and the DLC that came out.
Best game. Best game.
Best game of the year for me. Really good. Probably. Oh man, it was so good. Yeah, it was
Best game in
fantastic.
gaming.
Dude, it's so damn good. It
Um,
might be one of the best games in gaming.
and unfortunately, it's got a similar title to Outer Worlds because
So people get confused,
I got
yeah.
confused too before Kirby made me play it. I had because I had avoided it because I thought it was an open world like Fallout New Vegas type game, right? But it's definitely not. It's so good. If you have a chance to play that game, pick it up.
Yep. If you even kind of like exploration or puzzles, you got to play it.
Yeah, and yeah, it's fantastic. There's so much you can do. There's so much you can interact with. It's really neat. The mysteries, man, the mysteries.
I know.
And the DLC, they just like how they fit it in was just so cool. They did a great job with that too.
Agreed.
That's the way to do content, right? Yeah.
Did it
So
win any awards?
It won a few BAFTA awards. I don't know. I mean, it came out in 2020, I think.
I thought it was 2019.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. It came into Steam in 2020, but it was actually released 2019. Yeah, you're right. It should have won awards. I don't know if it actually did anymore. It won BAFTA Game Award for the best game, just for best game of 2020, and a few British awards as well.
Okay.
But nothing from like the Game Awards or anything like that. It looks like.
So, let's talk about the elephant in the room before we talk about New Hopes.
Let's do that.
So, generally, each year we also individually challenge each other to a game.
Which I want to do again.
The Rogue Scholars challenge, if you will. Now, first of all, I will say that we didn't stream one Rogue Scholars podcast in 2021. So, technically, no, I'm not going to go into any technically here. So Trell and Kirby both beat their Rogue Scholars games. Kirby
Matter
had
was
Light
very
Matter.
I didn't comment on
gave
it,
him.
but
Yeah, I figured you'd comment on it now.
yep.
And then Trell had Fury from Kirby, and Trell gave me Puss! Exclamation point. Which I had left off to play toward the end of my puzzle series at the end of the year as my cleanup. And then I found I had actually one of the reasons that I actually didn't stream as many games last year is one, mentality wise, I wasn't in a great place through most of the year, and two, I actually hurt my wrist in March, like pretty bad, from either gaming too much or using it too much in general, and I had to like rest it, and like when I did get around to playing Puss, it actually reactivated that injury like really badly, and like I even complained about it on stream, but like I'm sure it just sounded like me making excuses, and it probably still sounds like I'm making excuses now.
I get
But
it.
it really did cause a lot. So, one thing I will say is I would like to still try and play Puss this year, but
Okay.
what I could do instead is, so I'd like to have it the reverse order this time, where Kirby challenges me, and Trell challenges
I'm gonna get
Kirby,
Batman.
and I challenge Trell, because we've done it the same order both times now.
Okay.
But
I'm-
also,
I
that
can work
means
with that,
that
though.
Trell, you still can either choose to keep Puss as the game that I play for you, while Kirby also gives me a challenge, or you can choose a different game that would be easier on my hand.
Okay.
So we can talk about that, but as with I guess we'll do like Secret Santa rules. I guess we have a pretty good system there, right? So like we get one veto and whatnot. Right? Is that how we've been doing it? I don't
I
really
don't know. I don't remember.
I
No one's
remember.
vetoed anything. I actually don't, we can do whatever we want now because honestly, I don't remember.
Right. But yeah, this would basically, I guess, Puss would be my late veto now that I'm finding out how much it hurt my wrist. But I guess just be nice, Stroud. You don't have to be too nice, because I mean I didn't play a lot of that game, and you had an expectation. I know I didn't honor my agreement, but I'm gonna try and make it up in 2022.
All right.
So I'm doubling down.
2 games.
Because
Ooh.
Kirby gets one, and now Trell gets one. So that's my punishment, if you will. Is that fair? Does
I'm fine with it.
Does that work?
We could do that.
Okay.
Yeah. No complaints.
So you guys liked your games? Like, how'd you like Fury, Trell?
Dude, have you played that one, Wombat?
I've seen it. I've watched people
man.
play it.
It's so good. Intense boss fights. I would definitely recommend a controller for it. So you probably could play it. I don't think it would hurt your
Sure.
wrist too bad.
Yeah.
And then I would definitely say get ready for some amazing things happening to your ears, because the music is just so
Cool.
freaking good. You get into it, like the music just gets you hyped up, and you're just sitting there doing these intense boss battles.
And
it's just
like
boss
Trell
rush.
did. Sometimes you're walking into the boss and the music starts, and you just sit there for a bit before you even fight because you're like, oh,
Yeah.
hold up.
Yeah, you're like walking to the room, and even you're like, okay, I'm about to enter the room. Wait, I'm just gonna sit here for like another 5 minutes. Because I kind of just want to jam out to this music. It's so good.
I
It
do
was
have
fun.
an alternative idea. Instead of Trell and Kirby both assigning me a game, what if to
What's that?
make up Puss, instead I have to play both Fury and Light Matter? and then Kirby still has a game to assign to me.
So you play the games we did, and then I
Right.
assign you a game as normal. I mean, it's Charles' call because it was his challenge.
Yeah. Trell, I'll give you that
Uh,
option.
So it's the
So you either get
it's-
3 games or 2 games, 3 games for the price of 1, or you get to reassign a game.
I'll take the reassign
Okay.
for 500.
Uh-oh.
I figured.
Yeah, I figured too. Yeah. Yeah, this will be the 3rd year in a row that Trell is going to give me some jank-ass game.
Yep.
Dead Rising was good.
What?
What's what? Wait,
Dead Rising was jank, though. It was
What's-
good, but it was jank.
Was Puss good though, Kirby? I haven't
I
played
like
that one.
Puss. I mean, it's hard and it's bullshit, but I honestly really like that game.
It's hard. It's hard. I enjoyed
It's
what I
very
played of
frustrating.
it, and if it didn't hurt my wrist, I probably would have played more.
I just
Yeah,
have
I
to
get
say, you might have to prepare yourself because now that you didn't finish Puss, you might get punished. I'm taking a look what we got out here.
That's fair, but remember, it's a
It'll be
lot
controller
harder.
friendly for sure.
It's a lot harder for me to stream a game if I don't enjoy it.
I mean, I get it.
Does that make
but
sense? Like, so I would say that one of the reasons I didn't stream much in November and December is because I was like, yeah, but I gotta stream this, and I can't stream this, so I'm just not gonna stream. You know what I mean? So like,
But you'll be able to play it. It just might not be fun.
So I'm punishing you by not making you stream. Is that what's
that ends up is what happens. Yeah.
blocking you from the internet? I'm becoming a firewall.
It's just like when people pressure me to play or do something, like I'll double down and be like, all right, well, that's another week that I won't play it because you pressured me to do it. Like, yeah. So just we can talk too. I mean, we'll come up with something that makes us both happy, right? Like we'll figure it out.
Sure.
Troy, you gonna give me Batman?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
It's a possibility.
I'm sure it is. You already have to play your own Batman game. Don't jank me in with you.
Well, I mean that means that
Down
you
to
guys
with
get to
me.
play together, right?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe we can play together. Oh, that's really good. Is there co-op play in? Hold on, Arkham.
Oh my
there's
God.
No co-op,
Is there
no.
co-op play?
But I mean, like how we played Sekiro all at the same time.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
some
there's
other
Lego
games.
Batman. That's gotta be co-op, right?
That,
Yeah, that is
probably
co-op.
is actually.
And
If
it's actually
not,
pretty
just-
fun.
Oh, fucking Batman.
Is Batman to Bebe? Is that a thing?
Oh, I would play it. If it was like Batman, but in the world of Candace, I would play it. I would play almost anything in
That
the world
game
of
was
Candace.
so
though,
janky
so.
looking, but
It was
did
so
look
bad.
fun.
It was fun only because it was shitty. But, yeah.
All right, so I guess that brings us to 2022.
Yes.
So, what games? Oh, so first of all, I think we've all got kind of challenges in mind for this year.
Oh, yeah, we do. We do.
So, Kirby, what's yours?
I don't have a good fun name for it like you guys might do for yours, but there are a lot of games I've played as a kid. For example, Paper Mario 64, or a game called, even like Mario Sunshine, Bioshock. Games that I really like that I haven't played in at least, probably the last, say, 5+ years. Most of them are even longer, like 10 years. And in my head, they're really good. And I would recommend them to people who like the genre that the game falls into. But I don't know if they're just nostalgia glasses now, if they're actually that good. So my goal is to play at least 12, because I think one a month is fair, but it might be more. Games that I think of fondly, that it's been, we'll say, around 10 years or more since I've played them, and see how they still hold up now. So,
I just want to go on record and say that I have serious doubts that you're going to complete this challenge.
you think I can
Just
do 12
from-
games?
Not 12 games. Just I don't think you're going to do 12 previously played games.
Okay. I got a list.
I mean, you had the one with your retro games from like
That
your
was
year.
bullshit.
I think you got bored of it. I think you're gonna get bored
I'm
of this.
fucking
too.
bored. We'll see. Well, goddamn, we might. No, I can do 12. I did 12 games for the retro challenge. I got to 2005 from 1992, so that's why I made it a lot less.
I just feel like you're gonna be like, yeah, fuck this. And it'll be like February. And you're gonna be like,
Just
yeah,
because
fuck
you
this.
said that, I have to beat it now. I
Did
can't.
you-
I know. I was
Did
like,
you
I'm
just say that
being
you were-
gonna prove you wrong.
Did you just basically say that you were 12 in 2005?
I was 13, but yeah.
Oh.
Holy moly!
I graduated high
Doesn't-
school in 2005. Oh.
He's Kirby the baby.
The
Kirby
baby.
the baby.
Yeah.
Oh God! I really hope I beat this challenge. 'Cause I really want to know if these games were as good as I think they were. But I know what you mean. I tried to pick games I've been wanting to replay anyway, so hopefully that prevents me from being like, "Yeah, this sucks."
Ocarina
We'll
of
see.
Time, one of them?
What was that? Ocarina of Time. It's on the tentative list. I want to redo it. Will I? We'll see. The list is like 20 games long, but I
So you
only
get
want to do
pick from
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah, and then if I'm like way ahead of schedule and I'm not hating it, then yeah, I'll throw it on there. But yeah, Ocarina of Time's on there. I would have thrown Majora's Mask on there, but I watched Troll play that like
Right.
within the last year or so,
Yeah.
so I already know what to expect from that game. Very good game. Gotta get blue potions.
Oh my god! Actually, to be honest, that is my favorite Zelda though. So
It's
far.
so good.
It is great.
Yeah.
The theme, I don't know. I love the time part of it. Anyway, yeah.
I love
So
how
good.
when we mention a game, Trell doesn't think about the things that are good about it. He thinks about that one instance where it was trash.
It's what
And he gets triggered.
The defining moments of a game.
When
Right.
the game does you wrong, it's hard to forget that. Like, can I trust this
Oh,
game
yeah,
ever
I get it.
again? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I've never gone back to finish what's the game? Wow, the his Dark Pictures game
Man,
or whatever.
Man of Disaster.
Man of Medan?
Man of-
Man of Disaster.
Man
Oh,
of
does he have Man of
Disaster, yeah.
Disaster of Medan or whatever it was?
Yeah, okay, I get it. I feel you now, Trell. Okay, I feel it. All right, I'm there with you. How about you,
Exactly.
Trell? What's the theme for you?
I think what I picked 6 indie games.
Yep.
Let's go.
Because you already have a pretty stacked plate. Because what do you got? You're gonna do Elden Ring. You're gonna do Silk Song. You're gonna do whatever the Rogue Scholar challenge is. You're gonna do your Christmas game, and you got a Batman game and
I
Persona
know.
5.
Oh my god, I got full. I already
And then
got my
I'm-
whole year booked because of fucking Persona 5.
Persona 5, baby, and then yeah,
Oh,
indie games.
Because I know we were talking about. I want to try out some indie games because there's actually quite a few indie games out there that I've
Right.
been on my backlog for a while. So I'm like, oh, I really want to do those. But with Persona 5 being on the list, I was like, oh man, that's already gonna take like half the year. So I don't know what like. I was trying to think of like a number of how many games. I was like, I'm just gonna do 6. I think that's achievable. And
Yeah.
now I got. I mean, one of those could count at with Silk Song.
Silk Song,
if
yeah,
that-
for sure.
If that actually comes out. And then Elden Ring ain't gonna count for that list, but you know it's Elden Ring. I have to
You
play.
gotta play Elden Ring.
Yeah, we'll be back
And
to
then-
the good old us playing from soft games together. The
And
only
then
reason I
be
didn't
careful.
play
Yeah, I'd be
Demon
careful who I
Souls-
talk to about because everyone's gonna be playing it.
Right.
You know,
I'm gonna have
so.
to I'm gonna have to delete the YouTube app off my phone, and because anytime
You-
I open
you
it, I'm just gonna
do!
be, like spoiled.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ,
Sekiro
yeah.
was really
It's-
bad. It's bad.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And then so then God, is there any like indie Batman games?
I don't.
How am I gonna fit a Batman game in here now? Thanks a lot, Kirby, for reminding me on that one.
Let's see. And I don't think so.
No, there isn't.
Well, wait, there's that Telltale one. Is
Is
that
that?
count?
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Is
Telltale
I
is
don't know,
not
I can't remember
indie.
that- are they indie? Okay,
They're not
They're
indie?
not. They're mainstream.
I got you.
Shoot.
They're yeah.
I mean, by the time they made Telltale Batman, they were mainstream. Maybe back in the day when they first started doing Telltale, they were
That's
indie,
fair.
but they blew up and made indie games out of everything. Or
Mhm.
not indie, Telltale games out of everything.
Yeah, I know. There was like a Back to the Future one, wasn't there?
Yep, I have it. It's potentially on my list to play this year.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, mine's the year of adventure, which is basically I've got a lot of adventure games that I have not played on my backlog. So I want to try and take care of a few of those. I've got a long list of things that I could play. I'm definitely not going to be able to get to all of them. Trell, you don't have my list, but I sent Kirby a list of things.
Yeah, I gotta
And that's
look
not
at
even
it.
all of them. Like I've got Luigi's Mansion 3.
Have you
I've
added a
got
lot?
Metroid
Okay, you
Dread.
have. All right.
There's like a lot of games. I want to try and knock out a bunch of the console games that I have that I haven't gotten to, like Spider-Man, and then kind of
the PS5, the PS4,
PS4
one.
one, yeah, because I haven't
Yo.
played that one.
Oh, man. Oh, you had.
do some
Oh, that was so
science.
fun.
Yeah, it came with my PS4, but I didn't get to play it because that was back when I was doing 8 games a year or so.
Really good game.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to like trying out some of those games. I'm gonna try and avoid playing games that I'm gonna get kind of stuck in playing that for too long. Like while The Witcher 3 is on there, I'm probably going to avoid playing it because it's such a big game and it's so long.
It's pretty stacked.
And I know that I'm gonna have a hard time, wanting to complete it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
There's dangers for Spider-Man there then a little bit, not as bad as like Witcher. Or
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean it'll be more like Horizon Zero Dawn level instead of Skyrim.
That's fair. Not the same.
How strict are you going to be on like completion of the games for adventures? Because adventure games can be quite lengthy in that regard.
Right. I'm gonna try and play to the end. The only game that I want to work on completing throughout the year is Breath of the Wild, which is like one of the jewels in the crown of the the adventure year. I'm not restarting, but re-entering the Breath of Adventure challenge. I've made a map that I can now mark up. Instead of like one of the things, like I didn't want to go too far out of the plains without making a map, and I was trying to hand draw a map, and then that ended up taking forever, and so I hand drew it on the computer over the course of this year to prepare for this year. So I'll be able to mark.
Right. Yeah, you showed me
some
some updates for that too, actually.
Yeah,
so.
it looks pretty cool.
It does.
So that'll be a fun thing to do, and then I'll also draw things like normal and take notes and all that stuff like I had planned before. So like I'm basically Indiana Jones style Link, who has all the memories of his past self, so that he can extrapolate what he sees and figure out what's going on.
Oh.
Yeah. So rather than having no memory, he has all memory. Except for his current self.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Except for the last 100 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are gone. Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of my idea.
I think that'll be pretty good.
I guess that leads us into, and we've already kind of started talking about games that we're looking forward to. Elden Ring being top of the list that's coming out.
Yeah,
in
it's
February.
got to be most anticipated game award, Rogue Scholars 2022.
2 years in a row, baby.
Yep.
Yeah,
So good.
It's been anticipated for 2 years now.
Such garbage.
It was supposed to come out last year, right? In 2021.
I don't think so.
I mean, they didn't have like a hard date, but
right, and then they finally set it in the fall. I think in like September, right?
Oh, honestly, I don't remember. I know they set a date in January, and then they pushed it from January to February.
Right. Yeah, I think that was in September that they did that.
Yeah. Okay.
And then October they pushed it back. Silk Song, I really hope happens this year.
Me too. 100%.
I've heard some rumors and leaks that it might be in February.
That's real soon. Maybe are they gonna like just shadow drop it? Like, oh, it's
no.
I
think
I've heard
said,
those, and I don't believe them.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. I think I heard February last year too. So, but Team Cherry has said you'll know when we're gonna drop it. We'll be coming out about it pretty heavily. So yeah, it won't be like what Nintendo does. We're like, oh yeah, here's that game that you've been waiting for years, and also the name.
Here.
And it's available today. Like they've did that for Mario Maker 2, right? They're just like, yeah, it's available now.
Yeah, they just do that. Yeah, I don't know if it was available. I know they do something like a month
in
advance.
Or was the DLC or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Stray, which is a indie game about a cat that is in a cybernetic city. I'm really looking forward to that. It's coming out this year.
There's no date, right? It's just 2022.
I remember seeing that.
I
forgot that was even coming out.
Yeah, it's still
Stray.
2022.
Yeah,
but it's definitely coming out this year sometime. Let's see. There was something else. Oh,
Goodbye Volcano High.
Is that actually coming out this year?
It's scheduled to. There's no date. It just says 2022.
I
but
really want to play that.
I know. Me too.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about that game, but it's been a meme of ours for a while.
I don't know anything about it. You're like a dinosaur in high school, and the comments are coming, and you got to do something about it. Or meteors. I don't know. But I'm going to play it. Because they made a big deal about it during the PS5 showcase event, and I'm not letting it go.
Dude, I can't believe they showcased that one at the PS5 event.
Right? And so now
What?
it's like, well, they have a lot of confidence. I'm gonna play it.
Really looking forward into going through Halo Infinite with Kirby when it comes out. Hopefully we'll be through
Yeah,
all the
whenever
Halos by
whenever
then.
the co-op is out, you mean,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's not a full game. It's not released until it's a full game. So
I agree. Okay, that's valid. Yeah,
it's
when that
coming
comes
out
out
in
in co-op,
2022.
I mean that 4 and 5 are in the plans.
Well,
I
if
mean,
5
we're gonna
comes
do
out,
4 after 3, but 5, I don't know how we can play it unless they add
yeah,
it to
I have
PC,
no
right?
idea.
Oh, it's not on PC. That's right.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it's on the Master Chief
I
Collection
don't
for
have an
some
Xbox
reason, but
One, so I can't play.
4 100% is in the plans, and we'll start that soon after 3, I assume.
I
Wait,
assume, yeah.
I don't get Microsoft. What's the strategy there?
Right?
I don't know.
Like, why not put 5 out there? Why, but like, again, you might say, oh, well, it's because they don't want the newer ones on PC. But then they put Infinite on PC, so just put
Yeah.
5.
I think because
Yeah, that's what
5
I'm saying.
doesn't
I'm like,
have like they don't have the port for it. So and with the
Yeah.
the other Halos, they actually like physically worked on the ports for like some time and perfected it.
Well, they
So-
better hurry up.
So maybe they'll do Halo 5, who knows, but I'm not like counting my chickens at all.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. If I skip that one, fine. I'll give them until Infinite.
I have no
is
idea what
fully
happens
ready.
in it, and I've been avoiding spoilers for it because I know eventually.
So
I
let's
wanna
say
play it.
let's say Infinite Co-op is ready before 5. Would you
We'll still
wait for
play
5,
it.
or would you
Nah,
watch a story
We're
video?
just gonna watch. We're just gonna play.
Okay, yeah.
We're-
Will you watch a story video on 5, or will you just play without knowing what happens?
I'm
in
gonna
5?
play without knowing what happens.
Just try and infer
Yeah.
shit. Okay.
Tunic is a game that I've been keeping an eye
That's
on.
the
It
Fox
looks
game,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
You look at your little fox with a Link outfit, a tunic.
Yeah, exactly. He looks like he's got a Link shield.
Tunic. Let me look at this.
That game
Yeah,
does
it
look pretty sweet.
It looks pretty neat.
I'm interested in it.
Oh, Kirby, one of the games that I'm playing in 2022 is going to be Superland.
Superland, the sequel actually comes out in a week,
Oh, nice.
so I'm gonna play that soon too. I really like Superland.
Yeah, I know how much you've recommended it, so I definitely
I really
want
liked
to
it. Yeah, it was good.
get to that.
I couldn't play the Halo games out of order. Going back to what you guys were saying earlier, that would bug me. But at the same time, I
See,
didn't like 4, so there.
I
maybe
didn't
is
like
stuff you can
4
miss.
and 5. I heard it was no better, so I'm
Oh.
kind of over it.
Yeah.
I'm usually exactly like that, Charles. Like I won't play a game until I've played the prequel or like the one before it. But with Halo,
Yeah.
with Infinite, I know it's kind of like a reset of things in some ways. Like
So it's okay.
it's kind of separate from all of that. So I feel like it's going to be easier, better, or okay to at least do.
Sure.
Okay.
Is there any games that we haven't mentioned that you guys are thinking about?
Cuphead DLC. No, I don't know if that counts.
The
But I've been
new
looking forward
island.
to it for.
Oh man, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, which I think is June 30th was their like tentative
Hmm.
release date. I'm pretty excited for that.
I'm surprised
that
it's
count-
only one
Would that
island.
count as an indie?
I would
game?
count it as indie.
Yeah.
I would, even if it's
But it's
DLC.
just the DLC though, not the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, I counted on my games list. Maybe I'm a con artist then. The Outer Wilds DLC I counted as a game on there, so maybe it's only 79 games plus one DLC. But I think it's okay.
Well, if I counted as 2, then I did 11 games this year.
There we go.
It's just been so long. I'm not gonna go replay all of Cuphead just to. So
Oh,
I
for
can do
sure.
that. I'm just
Right.
gonna
Hopefully you can just jump to the DLC. Wombat, did you say Breath of the Wild 2? I know it's not confirmed for 2020.
Ah, Breath of the Wild
did you
2. I did not say it yet because I don't believe it's going to happen.
That's fair. I'm gonna say tentatively I'm excited for it if it does come out, but I agree with you that I don't know if it's.
It'll
gonna
probably
happen.
be November of this year, if like around the holiday season of
Oh, the
this
holiday
year.
for sure. I don't expect it sooner than the holidays either.
I mean, they dropped Breath of the Wild 1 in March, but yeah, it's not going to happen for 2.
Well, that's- yeah.
We would have known by now.
Well, they dropped Breath of the Wild 1 in March, 'cause that's when the Switch dropped.
Right. Yeah, and as I've predicted, the new Switch, the upgraded Switch is gonna happen with Breath of the Wild 2, for sure.
Okay.
That's my theory.
Yeah, I get you. I would say
For
other
sure.
games, Horizon Forbidden West for
Oh
sure.
yes. Oh, Kirby, we were talking about all these games that were coming out. That were
Yeah,
gonna
I
keep us
know.
busy.
I want that. I want I want God of War Ragnarok. If that's this year, I'm gonna pretend it is for now. Cause I thought it was. I loved it. The original God of
Oh
War.
yeah, God of War. Is that going to be on the PS4 and 5 or just the 5?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And
That's a good
same question for Forbidden West.
I think Forbidden West, we can definitely figure it out by now. I mean, it comes out in like a month, so it's PS4 as well.
Oh, is it? I was like, I could
Forbidden
see him
West is-
doing just 5.
Let's see about Ragnarok because they commented on it. According to Wikipedia, Ragnarok is PS4 and PS5, but
Nice.
let's see if that changes. Yeah, those two games for sure. Wait, where's my list? I gotta go back to my list now. The Kirby game that's coming out, I gotta be excited for a Kirby game, Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Is it gonna be good? I don't have my hopes up, but I'm gonna try it because it looks more like an open world Kirby game, so I'm still gonna give it a
Gotta
shot.
play it.
I do. Oh, that's not this year. Never mind. I don't know. Let me check Steam. Charlie, you actually showed me this game. It was Lies of P, the Pinocchio Souls game. I don't know if that's this year. It just says TBA. It might not be this year at all, so maybe that doesn't count. But regardless, I am excited for it.
So many games that are like just out there, but you never know.
I know you. Yeah, right. Oh, okay. One more game. I think this is 2022. Let me check. Plague Tale, the sequel, Requiem. I really enjoyed the first Plague Tale, one of the few games I streamed, and the sequel is set to come out in 2022. So I'm pretty excited for that as well. I actually really like the story in that game.
What about what was the game that we were all hyped for? It came out last year, but I don't think any of us have played it.
Oh, really? There's a game we were all hyped for that I didn't play? Nah, I gotta know.
Pray for the Gods.
Oh, shit, you're right.
I own
That
that.
like officially
That's-
came out.
That's
in-
yeah, I finally bought it when it officially came out.
I
and
do wanna play
plan
that
on
this
playing
year.
that this year for my adventure here.
It looks
Oh,
really
sweet,
good.
dude.
Looks sweet.
Yeah.
It has solid reviews so far. So
Good.
Yeah, I'm glad it finally came out, not just in the.
Yeah.
yeah, not pretend out.
Yeah.
I guess another reason I didn't get to play as many games this year is because I'm not working from home as much this year.
Oh, that's fair.
Like I
yeah,
went back
so
to
you
full
can't-
time in the
gotta
office
keep
for
commuting
most
and
of the
everything.
fall. But I am back to work from home for at least some time with this new surge. But we'll see how long that lasts. Probably not very long.
Yeah.
Hopefully not very long. On one side, hopefully, and on the other side, not.
Like, there's another game called Forspoken, I think. It was the game where you're a female protagonist and you found like a magic wristband and it looks like open world. The movement looks pretty fun and you go around casting magic. I don't know much more about it, but it looks sweet and it comes out in May, I think, of this year.
Square Enix. Square Enix.
Yeah, I
whatever
think
you
it's
said.
them. Yeah, it is them. It is them. And then
It
I
does
lied.
look pretty good.
Yeah, it looks sweet. And then Dying Light 2. I really like the first Dying Light. I'm very hesitant towards this one because it was in development hell for a little bit, so it might be bad. But I'm still looking forward to
Is
it.
that
until I
Dying Light
confirm
3?
that.
Or
What was that?
is Dying Light is that the third game?
No, the second. This is the second.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my games. Besides, and on top of what you already mentioned.
Are there any other Nintendo games that we know are coming out this year?
There's Pokemon that comes out in like a week or two, but I don't know if I'm gonna be. I don't know if I should be excited about that or not.
Is that a new mainstream one?
It's the open
That's,
world one. It's like Breath of the Wild Pokemon.
Oh, it's coming out in like 2 weeks. Really?
Yeah, it comes out in January. Hold on.
I
let me
thought that
double
was in
check.
development hell.
No, it comes out on the 28th of this month.
Oh, okay.
So a couple weeks from now. Yeah. So I want to be excited for it. I don't know if I'm making a mistake by doing that,
I
but
got a feeling it's gonna be jank.
I get it. There's a game that I don't know if either of you would be interested in. It's called, as one of the worst names ever. It's called Triangle Strategy, and it's a tactical RPG. So like you move around on a grid, fight people, shit like that. So it's one of
Oh,
that
that
comes out
sounds
in
like
March.
a fun game.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good, and it has a very good name. So you're gonna want to get on that.
Oh my god.
What else comes out for Switch this year? Bayonetta 3 might come out this year, so I'm looking forward to that. And I've never played a Splatoon game, but Splatoon 3 comes out this year.
I
don't know
haven't
if
played
want
one
it
or
or
two.
not.
I heard the story was good for one.
Did you? I didn't know the story was good at all, so that's cool.
Yeah, I've heard that the story is pretty good, but
Okay.
Half-Life 3 is coming out too this year.
Oh,
Ha,
really?
ha,
Yeah.
ha,
Okay.
Yeah,
ha,
a
ha.
Rogue Scholar exclusive. I'm gonna go ahead
Ah.
and drop that on the world
Oh
now.
shit! That man, that's a hot drop. I
It
didn't
is
even
a
know
hot
that. Now I think that's my list. Besides a few indie games here and there, but
It's crazy that like we're going into 2022 and we have no idea about any Nintendo. Like where's like yeah,
I think
we got
co-
nothing.
I think COVID has probably screwed them up a little bit.
yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think like I want information. Okay, here's not almost guaranteed not coming out this year, but I want information on say Metroid Prime 4. I really want information on that game
Facts.
actually.
Especially with how well Metroid Dread did.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they gotta make it now.
I want information on let me think. I'd like them to do more with what they so for Mario Bowser's Fury. I thought that open world little mini game of Mario being able to just run around and do stuff was very fun. I want to see what they're going to do with it next. So I'd like more information on if that's going to turn into anything or not. So
Hmm.
what else am I looking for? I don't know.
Kirby, I think I might have your game here, dude.
Oh no! What is? Are you gonna tell me now? Or are you gonna think about it for a bit?
I'm gonna think about it, but
Okay.
oh man,
Oh shit! What's it gonna be?
dude, we might not be friends after this. I'm sorry.
Oh my god! What is? God damn it!
That looks
So
really
bad.
Oh man,
Come on, no. I
I
mean,
could give this to Wombat too as punishment though too.
ooh, maybe I'll get saved.
Or we both get the same game and we have to wallow
Create a
together.
bond.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point. We could both get the same bullshit ass game. I can't wait to see what this is.
Hell yeah.
You'll never see it coming.
Oh my god, you're right.
I should give Wombat Persona 5. That's what I should do.
Wait, didn't we have a rule for each other where it couldn't be longer than 20 hours? Is that
Yeah,
still a rule?
it has to be like yeah, I think 20 hours was but it might have been less than that even.
Okay. I'm fine with 20 for what it's worth,
Let
but
me check this game. How long to beat? Boop. No. Thank God for how long to beat.
do I love that site?
Yeah, but it's not always accurate.
Like Silent Hill 3, 6 hours?
Oh, I know. That was
Plus
so bad.
5.
Hey, if you're not bad.
Yeah, well I'm bad, so all right, well, I wait, so I guess I have Trell this year. Trell has Kirby and Kirby has me.
That's right.
Okay. So,
I gotta do some looking.
not only that, but depending on what Trell gives Kirby and I might be a little bit more vindictive in what I give
More
him.
or less.
Because usually I'm a nice gifter. Like I usually
Well,
give.
that's a good question. Are we
really
giving the
good
gifts whenever
games.
they're ready, or we're gonna have gifts pre-assigned and we just give them all at once
Well, we generally just give them when we're ready.
when they're ready? I agree. You're right. That is generally how it works out. You said you're generally a nice gifter.
I am.
We're not
Like I
gonna
gave you
all
Light
these-
Matter. I've given. What did I give?
Light Matter was great.
I gave May. What is that game where they shrink and enlarge? the
Subliminal.
things? Yeah, subliminal.
Superliminal. Sorry.
Superliminal. I gave Nikos Hub.
Bob.
Yeah. So like, I think I gave Yugen Bastion. Yeah,
Oh, Bastion was great.
yeah.
I can't wait to see Trail your Christmas game, Deadly Premonition. After all I've heard about it.
Oh yeah, my Christmas game Celeste this year.
Oh, Celeste is very good.
Well, see that you got a top quality game. Mine's gonna. I don't know much about mine, but I've seen it on lists.
I
of
bought it
bad
during the
games.
Christmas sale just in case it looks really good when you're playing it. I might join in on that. We'll see. But it's
I
like
know- I've heard the notoriety of it already. I'm like, cool, man.
so good.
Oh God. I don't have to stream it though. Like I didn't veto it. so
Shut
I'm pretty-
up! You're streaming. Stop acting like you're not gonna stream Deadly Premonition.
I could just like bogart all that to myself.
Oh, guys, I beat it. I already beat it. It turns
Yeah.
out.
Oh man, I got it. Look, show you the achievements. Boom, baby. That would just be like. I think that would make you guys like super salty. That'd be good. Maybe it's worth it. Just
I would be
stewing
actually
my own
really mad
salt
if I,
for like
if I
a-
missed out on that. I'd be super upset. Okay, I gotta start looking for some games here.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I'm doing
I'm
that
gonna,
now.
you have to wrap up because I gotta get Aiden some grub.
good.
He's
Yeah,
watching
that's
some
fine.
TV right now.
We've gone
covered
pretty
everything. It
long
was
today.
good.
Yeah, I think we're running out of topics. So
2021 was a
What
good
a
year
wrap.
for me, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was a Taco Bell wrap, but it was a
It was
wrap.
Taco Bell. Sponsored by Taco Bell.
Dude, I do kind of want some Taco Bell now.
Ha. Give you a stomach worm. And earworms where you get a song stuck in your head, so stomach worms when you get a food that you want.
A
stuck in
meal
your
or something?
head.
Yeah, I like it.
It sounds gross, but it's fine.
It, it does. I mean, earworm doesn't sound that much better,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, fair. All right, well, guys, thanks for joining us. Sorry it's been so long. Maybe we'll have some more. Maybe one of our goals can be to do a
Maybe.
little bit more podcasts this year. I know one of the problems is we're all super busy and on slightly different schedules now than we used to be, so it's harder to do. But maybe we can get something going. In
For
the
sure.
meantime, hope you guys have a safe year, have a safe time. Hope your 2021 was as good as it could have been. And we'll see you in the future at some point.
yep. See everyone later.
Bye, guys.
You dudes.